Hello friends, in this part of the program we are going to start a discussion of statistics, in which I would like to discuss introduction, then I would like to discuss the growth of the statistics, definition of the statistics and characteristics of the statistics that we will find on the basis of the analysis of the definition of the statistics. After that I would like to discuss the different stages of the statistical investigation. Then I will discuss the function and limitation of the statistics, and then I will discuss the distrust of the statistics, and finally I would like to discuss the collection of data, in which we will discuss the meaning of primary and secondary data. Now first of all we will be discussing the introduction of statistics. The word statistics conveys a variety of meaning to the people. It is an imposing form of mathematics. Some people are of the opinion that statistics is nothing but it involves only mathematical forms, and we can say tools which are used for analysis and interpretation of the informations. And some people say that it suggests tables, charts and figures which are commonly found in newspapers, TV, journals and books. So we can say that people are of the opinion that statistics is restricted to table and charts etc. that are found in newspapers, TV, journals and books. Now numbers are regarded as raw material, and they are processed in such a manner that we can find out some concrete conclusions. Now numbers are regarded as a crude oil, and which are refined into a petrol with the help of some statistical methods and tools. Now the study of statistics involves methods of refining numerical and non-numerical informations into useful forms. It means study of statistics is not restricted to, we can say, refining numerical and non-numerical informations, but at the same time they are analyzed, they are interpreted in such a manner that we should find some concrete result out of that. Now we discuss the growth of the statistics. Now so far as the growth of the statistics, it has taken place because of two important responsible factors. The first is increased demand for statistics, and second is decreasing cost of statistics. Now first I would like to discuss the very responsible factor, that is increased demand of statistics, and that is for growth of statistics. The first is business and commerce. So far as the business and commerce is concerned, now it is not restricted to a particular town, and at the same time in the age of globalization every business entity is interested for further development and progress, and that is done with the help of analysis of the informations which are in relation to turnover, which are in relation to production. And second is enlargement of function of the government. Now government is not confined to maintenance of the law and order in the country. Government owes greater responsibility towards society for its economic welfare, and for that purpose the government also uses different statistical tools and methods for finding out some useful informations for further economic planning in the country. And third is advancement in the science. Now advancement has taken place in the science tremendously, and that is exclusively on account of growth of statistics, because vital informations are obtained and gathered with the help of the research in the laboratories, and these informations are used for advancement and progress in the science. And second very important factor is decreasing cost of statistics. Now that has played a very vital role for the growth of the statistics. The first is cost of analyzing data has considerably gone down. There was a time it involved a greater cost of collecting informations, and that required a lot of time for collecting informations for some statistical analysis. Now the cost of analysis has gone down considerably, and that has helped the growth of the statistics. And second is the statistics is not restricted to numbers. Now there is one of the branch which has taken place in the field of statistics is called design experiment, and that has given, we can say, that is very important for the growth of the statistics. And third is the outstanding contribution of Sir Ronald Fisher to the science of the statistics. Sir Ronald Fisher has contributed a lot for the growth of the statistics. He has developed, invented different statistical methods and tools, and which are highly useful for statistical analysis. Now we discuss the definition of the statistics. So far as the definition of statistics is concerned, we have found variety in the opinion of the authors. They are not we can say in the agreement in the meaning and definition of the statistics. They have got a contradictory we can say opinion regarding meaning and definition of the statistics. However, we can discuss some definitions as given by the eminent authors of the statistics. Now, some people are of the opinion that statistics is just like a statistical data, but some other are of the opinion that it is statistical methods. So, first of all, I would like to discuss the definition which is based on statistical data. Now, Webster defined statistics as the classified facts representing the condition of the people in the state, especially those facts which can be stated in numbers or in tables of numbers or any tabular or classified arrangement. Now, so far as this definition is concerned, this is confined to only such facts related to the condition of the people in the state, whereas this definition has included other vital we can say facts which are related to statistics. Second definition which is given by Horace Christ. Of course, this definition is complete and exhaustive definition of statistics. By statistics, we mean aggregate of facts affected to marked extent by multiplicity of causes numerically expressed, enumerated and estimated according to a reasonable standard of accuracy, collected in a systematic manner for a determined purpose and placed in relation to each other. Now, this definition is quite complete and exhaustive, and that has underlined all the essentials of the statistics. Now, if we analyze these two vital definitions, then we get some sort of characteristics of numerical data. The first is statistics are aggregate of facts. Definitely, statistics are aggregate of facts, because whenever informations are collected in such a manner that we should get some concrete result out of that, single information will not serve the purpose. If I say that income of a particular person is rupees 1 lakh per annum, but that does not serve any purpose unless I am in a position to compare that information with the income of others, then the vital decision can be taken in respect of income of the people in a particular town. And second is statistics affected by multiplicity of the causes. Now, whenever numbers are collected in respect of any field, then definitely that is not affected by single factors, that is affected by many factors. For example, if I say that agriculture production has gone up tremendously, that is not on account of rainfall, that may be on account of use of these fertilizers, use of these seeds in that particular agricultural productions. And third is numerical expressed. Now, so far as information so collected are always in terms of the numbers. If I give the statement in any respect, that is not considered as a statistics. If I say that the production has gone up considerably in a particular field, it is just like a statement. If I say that per capita income has gone up considerably in a particular country, definitely this information will not convey any concrete we can say message. And fourth is enumeration and estimations. Now, information so collected are always on the basis of the estimations. Therefore, the outcome that we have drawn upon the analysis of the informations will not be 100% correct. Fifth is reasonable standards of accuracies. Now, so far the information so collected for a particular purpose, now they are analyzed and we got the interpretation, but that will be not 100% correct as we get in case of natural science. And next is systematic collection. Definitely in case of statistics, informations are collected in a very systematic manner and informations are quite relevant. If informations are irrelevant, then definitely whatever the result we get will not be correct. And next is predetermined purpose. Now, whenever informations are collected, first of all we should set out the purpose for which informations are required to be collected. Otherwise, information so collected will not be in relevance with the purpose for which informations are required. And next is placed in relation to each other. Now, information so collected should be placed in systematic manner so that we are in a position to make the comparison, and at the same time the conclusion that we draw will be highly useful, and that will be for the purpose for which informations have been collected. Now, second point of view in respect of statistics is it is just like a statistical method, and that is called singular sense. The term statistics in the terms of statistical method has been defined by different writers. Now we examine some sort of definitions. The first definition is given by Professor A. L. Bowley, and he has given three definitions of statistics. The first definition is statistics may be called the science of counting, but it covers only aspect, namely collection of data, but ignores aspect like analysis, presentation and interpretation, etc. Now if we analyze this definition, definitely this definition is confined to collection of the data, but that ignores very important other factors like analysis and presentation and interpretation of the data. And second is statistics may rightly be called the science of average. Now this definition does not cover other devices like dispersion, skewness and correlation. And third is statistics is the science of the measurement of social organism regarded as a whole in all its manifestations. Now this definition is confined to the application of statistics of sociology, man and his activities, but this definition ignores, overlooks other important aspects of the society. Now these definitions have been given Professor Bowley, and second definition is quite concise and complete definition, and that is given by Professor Croston and Cowden, and they have given a very simple and concise definition of statistics. In their views, statistics may be defined as the collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. Definitely this definition has covered different stages in statistical investigations. Now we discuss these stages in statistical investigation. The first stage is collection. As you know that collection of the information in terms of numbers is very important stage for the purpose of analysis and interpretation of the informations. If collection of the information is not correct, the methods which are used for collecting informations are not up to the mark, definitely information so collected will not be in the right direction. In that case, analysis and interpretation will not be correct. And second is organizations. Now information so collected should be organized in such a manner so that a person must be in a position to have the analysis and interpretation for desired purpose. And third is presentation. Now information can be presented either with the help of diagrams and graphs, and how much information will be presented with the help of the diagrams and graphs, that is depending on for whom the informations are required to be presented. And fourth is analysis. Now so far the analysis of the information is concerned, that is made with the help of different statistical methods and tools. And finally we have the interpretation of the informations, and interpretation has taken place with the help of different statistical methods and tools. Now we discussed what are the different functions of the statistics. Now it presents facts in a definite form. Now so far as the function of statistics is concerned, definitely it helps in presenting the informations which are collected in a definite form, so that gives a correct information to the person who is interested to use the informations. Now second is it simplifies mass of figures. Now information so collected must be, first of all, should be presented in a very systematic manner, because information if are collected in a puzzled manner, not in a systematic manner, then definitely that will not serve the purpose. And third function is it facilitates comparison. Now information so collected will be used for the comparison. We can say if we collect the information regarding national income of different countries, now this can be compared with the help of different statistical methods and tools. And next is it helps in formulating and testing hypotheses. Now definitely statistics helps a person who are interested to formulate and testing hypotheses. If I say that coaching for the students is highly useful, now that can be tested with the help of the information that we gather in relation to students getting coaching in different coaching institutes, and on that basis we can come to the conclusion whether our hypothesis is correct or not. Next is it helps in predictions. Now so far information so collected are used in the statistics for predictions, or we can say predictions can take place on the basis of information which are related to some past, or at the same time they are analyzed in such a manner so that a person is in position to have the predictions. For example, if we are collecting information in respect of sales and productions of a particular product, then a person will be in a position to make the predictions in the future. And next is, it helps in the formulation and suitable policies. Now, information so collected are highly useful for formulation of suitable policies, and they are used by the company as well as by the government for formulation of the policies for the economic development. Of course, statistics is highly useful and that plays a very vital role in different areas, yet it is suffering from some limitations, shortcomings and bottlenecks. Now, we discuss what are the limitations of the statistics. Although statistics is universally applicable, yet it suffers from some limitations. The first is, statistics deals with aggregate. Definitely, as we have discussed, that information so collected are always in aggregate, because simple and single information will not provide any useful informations. Therefore, this is one of the limitation of the statistics. And second is, statistics deals with numerical data, not qualitative phenomena. So far as the statistics is concerned, that is restricted to numerical data. If we say that we want to make the study in respect of the blindness, beauty, honesty, that cannot be studied with the help of the different statistical methods and tools. And third is, statistical results are true only on average. Now, so far as the result that we have achieved on the basis of the analysis of the numbers, that is not 100% true as we have in case of natural science. And fourth is, statistical methods are not the only method to study. So far as the methods are concerned, definitely statistical methods are used for analysis and interpretation of the information. This is not only the method for doing analysis and interpretations, at the same time we require other aspects for this purpose. And next is, statistics can be misused. Now, sometimes what happens, we have collected informations, they are not up to the mark, and after that if they are analyzed and interpreted, then definitely results so we have received will not be correct, and that will be misleading and that will be misused by some persons. Sometimes what happens, information so collected can be misused by the persons for his own interest. And next is, data should be homogeneous and uniform. Now, data so collected should be homogeneous and uniform, or we can say the information which are collected should be quite relevant, and if informations are quite irrelevant and they are not related to the purpose for which informations have been gathered and obtained, then definitely the purpose for which information have been collected will not be useful. And next is, statistics can be used by experts. This is one of the limitations of the statistics. In order to use the statistics, definitely a person is required to have reasonable expert knowledge in that area. If he does not possess the expertise in that particular field, then definitely results so we can say found will not be 100% correct. So, in the words of Rule and Kendall, statistical methods are the most dangerous tools in the hands of the inexpert. Means, expert can use the methods in a right manner, but in case of a method which are used by a person who is not expert for the use of these methods, then definitely the results so drawn will not be 100% correct. Now, in this connection, it has been rightly observed by Professor King. Statistics are like clay of which one can make a god or devil as one pleases. Now, so far as the statistics is concerned, information so collected that can be used at the choice of the person who wants to use the information. He can use it just like a clay. With the help of that, he can make a god or he can make a devil as he pleases. Dear friends, we have discussed so far stages and function and limitation of the statistics. Now, we discuss the distrust of statistics. Distrust of statistics means absence of confidence in statistical statement and statistical methods. Now, there are so many causes which are responsible for the absence of confidence in statistical statement and statistical methods. So, statistics can prove anything. There are three types of the lies, damned lies and statistics. So, statistics is also considered as one of the lies. Now, there are some reasons which are responsible for the distrust of statistics. The first is ignorance of common people. Common people definitely will use the information as made available to them, and they believe that informations are quite correct. But sometimes what happens, informations which are made available to common people are not 100% correct. In that case, anything that they have drawn on that basis will not be correct. So, we can say in this connection common people are, we can say, cheated on that account. And second is misuse of data. Information so made available by some people may be misused for their some certain purposes. For example, if you want to prove that a particular product is highly useful, then definitely information will be presented in such a manner that it shows that definitely that product is highly useful. And third is lack of specialized knowledge. If any person who does not possess specialized knowledge, then definitely will not be in a position to make analysis and interpretation of the statistical informations. So, we can say this is one of the reason for the distrust of statistics. And next is lack of test of correctness of the data. Now, since information which are made available in numerical way, if they cannot be tested and there is no, we can say, devices available for testing its correctness, then definitely whether informations are correct or not, it is always, we can say, doubtful for a person who is going to use the informations. So, statistics neither proves anything nor disapproves anything. It is as only a tool, and tools, if are properly used, do wonders, and if misused, proves disastrous. So, it is up to the person who is going to use the tools of the statistics. It is not a, we can say, fault lies with the statistics. The fault lies with the person who is going to tools for the analysis and interpretation of the informations. Now, we discuss collection of data. Collection of data is one of the first and important stage in statistical investigation. Now, collection of data constitutes the foundation on which the superstructure of statistical analysis is built. Definitely, collection of data is very important for further analysis and interpretation of the informations. If collection is not up to the mark, then the result that we have obtained on the basis of the analysis of the information will not be quite correct. Now, method of collection depends on which method should be used for collecting. It depends on nature, object, and scope of investigation. Now, what is the nature and what is the object for which informations are required to be collected, that depends on which method should be used for collecting the informations. And second is availability of financial resources. Now, how much information will be collected, that also depends on the financial resources which are available with a person who is collecting the informations. And third is time with reference to inquiry. How much time will be required so as to reference to the inquiry is definitely very important factor for electing the method of collecting the informations. Now, we discuss the types of the data. There are two types of the data, primary and secondary data. The first is primary data. Data collected by the investigator for the first time from very source from where information was generated. Definitely, primary data are collected by the investigator, and he collects the information on the basis of observations, and at the same time he has to collect the information with the help of the questionnaire, with the help of the, we can say, inquiries, personal interviews with the persons. So, these are the considered as original data in character. Now, in this connection, this example is very important. Data obtained in a population census by the office bodies of the Registrar General and Census Commissioner, Ministry of Home Affairs. Now, whenever census take place after every 10 years in the country, now information so collected by the people engaged in this purpose are definitely considered as primary data. And second is secondary data. Data which are not originally collected but rather obtained from published or unpublished source are known as secondary data. Secondary data are always taken from published data in different, we can say, magazines, newspapers, journals, etc. Now, data obtained in population census are secondary data for those who use such data for any other research or study. Now, data so collected for the census purpose are considered as primary data, but any person who wants to use these data has become, we can say, secondary data. In this part of the program, we have started discussion of statistics, in which we have covered so far the introduction and growth of the statistics. At the same time, we have discussed in nutshell the different definition of the statistics given by the eminent authors. At the same time, we also discussed the characteristics and different stages of statistical investigation. At the same time, we also tried to cover, we can say, the function and limitations and distrust of statistics. And finally, we have discussed the meaning of primary and secondary data. Thank you.